It's okay. Either way, asking them if they're ready. Ready. Here we go. Atimo against Bioice. Wildlanders against Necromas on the Ice Lake map. First game of this best of 3 series. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. I'm gonna do my Michael Buffer impression another time. Not today. I'm probably going to do it in the grand finals. I'm probably going to do it. But just for this round, it's a little bit too embarrassing to go full out on the Michael Buffer impression. And by the way, guys, as you can see, we are having a new overlay. Credit goes to my dear friend PF2K, who just really quickly made this for me or for us. And yeah, I think it's looking pretty sharp. It's looking pretty cool, so thank you for that, PF2K. So, without further ado, from the eastern side of the map, playing in red as the Wildlanders, it is Atimo. And from the western side of the map, playing in green as the Necromas faction, it is none other than Bioice. Both of these guys opening pretty standard, so today looks like, at least for now, we are not going to see any, weird shenanigans like stable openings or settlement first openings, or maybe even a witch doctor hut opening. I don't even know. These guys are crazy normally, but today pretty standard play, nothing out of the ordinary, just opening with the barracks. Atimo is, and Bioice with the burial grounds. These guys are actually mirroring each other pretty well at the moment. The same opening. They're even going to go for the same dinosaurs at the bottom over here. And they are going to meet at the shrine. So let's see who has more units and will take this fight. It's 2 warriors and half HP Mika against 3 adepts, a couple of zombies, and full HP charge. So I have no idea why Bioice is moving back over there. He can easily fight this, I feel like. And that is exactly what he's doing. He's seeing it instantly. And Bioice, when he sees an opportunity, when he sees even the tiniest weakness in his opponent, the tiniest opening, he will strike. He is not going to go back. He's not very timid when it comes to that. He's the king of small skirmishes. So, in higher numbers we've seen yesterday, he is a little bit more afraid to actually push in, but in lower numbers, he just goes for it. He goes right for the throat and kills you. So the first shrine of the day goes to Bioice over here, while Atimo is just be like, okay, well, you take the shrine. I'm just gonna go for a couple more dinosaurs over here. I'm gonna get a little bit more food. Not getting the shrine over here is it's not too great, but it's also not the worst thing in the world. And now we got another big engagement going over here, and it looks like still Bioice having the military advantage. I feel like he has more units, right? It's 6 warriors against 7 adepts and the zombie over here, so Bioice definitely still had an advantage. What's the follow-up by these guys? Bioice going for the second burial grounds, while Atimo is going for that settlement. Pretty safe settlement right on the natural barriers in his main base. So he does not feel confident enough to move out, and Bioice needs to be very careful over here, not losing these 2 units that are walking right past Atimo's army, who looks like he's going for some sort. I thought he was going to go for some, harass or pressure over here, but he's just going for the dinos. That's fine. And Bioice is standing on the other side of the map. What is he gonna do? I really wonder. I think he's just going in. Is he going to cast the Ancestor's ability? He does the power, 150 in the bank at the moment, but just decides to go for the second shrine instead, while losing the first one. So for the first time in this game, Atimo actually will get a shrine over here,
for man and beast,
and can finally start getting at least a little bit of power income. Let me just use this little downtime in the game where not too much is happening to open the stream on my... Oh, Bioice needs to be careful once again, almost losing these 2 adepts over here. Let me just open the stream so I can read the chat while I'm casting. Big engagement going on in the middle of the map, and it looks like Bioice actually has significantly higher numbers over here. So yeah, Atimo is doing the right thing of just going back. He also has a lot of units in the back of his base as well. 3 barracks play by Atimo, not going for the stable. And Bioice is pushing in, but there's just so many units and 2 settlements waiting for him. So I'm not sure if he will be able to push for the victory over here. Yeah, he needs to go back. The warrior numbers are just very high as well, and there is a handful of bowmen in the back just dishing out so much more support DPS from behind the warriors.
Command us.
Bioice still not with a settlement, so I'm starting to get a little bit scared for Bioice over here, who is falling behind in economy significantly. 23 workers only to the 31 of Atimo. So yeah, like Xed is saying in the chat, Atimo is in a much better position, but he might just lose so many workers over here if he's not careful. But he is looking at the minimap. He sees that Bioice is coming in for an attack. Bioice probably gonna use the Deathclaw's ability over here. No, he's using Ancestors and the Deathclaw's ability, but it's still most likely not going to be enough to fight against this huge army over here of Atimo, is it? It's very good micro though by Bioice. He really is microing this as well as he could possibly micro it, and it looks like he is actually winning this engagement, like barely winning it, even though being behind so much in economy and workers. And oh my god, Atimo is losing so many more workers over here. And now all of a sudden Bioice is ahead in worker numbers. That is crazy. Settlement is now also up for Bioice. Holy cow, that was amazing unit control by Bioice. He was fighting on the other side of the map against the defenders' advantage of Atimo, with a smaller army, with a worse composition, not having any blowgunners against warriors and bowmen, and he still managed to get the better end of that trade. That is absolutely incredible. I am so impressed by the micro of Bioice over here, and it looks like he's in a very good position right now. The only thing that he needs to be slightly worried about is the fact that Atimo's army is, after that trade, looking a lot scarier at the moment. There is so many bowmen in this army.
Eyes open.
14 bowmen, and he's only having adepts and a couple of zombies, so oh boy. Bioice needs to be very careful, but he is transitioning now into, or is he? No, he's actually not transitioning. No, I thought he was making Witch Doctor huts, but I saw that wrong. He actually played just more and more burial grounds, so he's sitting at 4 burial grounds right now. 37 workers for Bioice compared to the 32 for Atimo, who is now going for the shrine on top and will probably very soon find this settlement over here of Bioice. Bioice now going to tier 2 as well as Atimo. Both of these guys almost at the same time. Atimo a little bit ahead in that tier 2 settlement upgrade. And oh my god, Bioice needs to be very careful. He can't run into this army over here or he would lose all his units. Question is, what is Bioice gonna do? His style of play is just so interesting. He just keeps making adepts, nothing but adepts, just walking into the archers, using the Deathclaw's ability as well, but that did not really work out too great for him, and I feel like this time Bioice is gonna have the worst end of the trade. He is not going to win that. I feel like there's no way in hell he's gonna win that. It was still not quite as terrible for him as I thought it would be, because he maintained quite a lot of units and thinned out the army of Atimo, which means that he will probably not be able to push into a settlement with it, because it's just much smaller. But Bioice needs to be very careful to not lose these workers over here. Oh my god, 1 is going down, 2 are going down, 3, almost 3, but now he has to run them all the way. But now the big new swell of units by Bioice is coming in, the workers also coming to defend, and I feel like this is going to be a very good engagement for Bioice. All his units are in a very good surround, the workers are fighting as well, the settlement is shooting, and yeah, that was a very nice engagement by Bioice. He just keeps making adepts. This guy just loves his adepts, getting the Sharpened Bones upgrade as well, and he's just moving in for the surround, and the archers are just so slow. Oh my god, he's just gonna do it, I feel like. But there's a huge ball of reinforcements coming in for Atimo. Bioice needs to react and just pull back, which he is doing. Let's see what is coming on the field right now. Atimo researching the Stampede upgrade over here, as well as the poison arrows and the fire weapons. So this guy had a big enough bank to just start queuing up all those upgrades at the same time. So in about 30 seconds, all of these upgrades are gonna hit about at the same time, and suddenly Atimo's army is gonna explode in strength. It's gonna become literally twice as good as it is now. Bioice just going in for a big attack over here, and there's nothing to defend for Atimo. Nothing. His army's completely out of position. The fire weapons are good and nice, looking really shiny over here, but it's not really gonna do anything good for Atimo. Who's gonna lose? So many workers over here. Who's gonna lose? The settlement. Who's gonna lose? A couple of farms. And I feel like Bioice will just be able to escape. Maybe lose a couple of, well, that's not the best engagement with Bioice. I feel like, yeah, he needs to be very careful. It's fire weapons, research, plus the bulwark ability going. No, it wasn't actually bulwark ability. It was actually the cannibalize ability by Bioice. I misread that. I totally misread it. I was like, why is he engaging into Atimo, who used the bulwark ability on all his units, but it was actually Bioice, so it was Atimo who made the mistake. Atimo should have not engaged into that ability, which is just super strong, because it causes all the affected units to kind of regenerate HP for every hit they are dishing out, so they become just so much more sustainable, so much more durable during a fight, and it's suddenly looking very, very good for Bioice over here, who's taking another engagement over here, which he probably should not do this time for reals, because there's Triceratops and Archers and Warriors against just a handful of Adepts. You don't want that. How many settlements is Bioice sitting at? It's 3 for Bioice and probably also 3 for Oh no, it's actually 2. He lost one, right? I forgot. He lost one. Yeah, Exit. I agree 100%. I mean, Atimo should have realized like 5 minutes ago that Bioice is content in making nothing but adepts. So I really don't understand the Triceratops switch. It's so many resources spent into that expensive upgrade and the expensive units that really don't add anything for him on the battlefield. I would have understand if he would have gone for Sabertooth Archers, because they counter these adepts, but Triceratops? Nah, I don't know. And now Bioice coming in with another huge counterattack, basically the same thing he did just a couple of minutes ago, sneaking in from the bottom, sniping a settlement, sniping whatever he can, and then just running away. And Bioice is actually engaging, he's not even running away, it's like, I can take this army, or I can at least get a decent enough trade for me, because I'm 100% ahead in economy after sniping 2 of your settlements. So even if I lose this fight, I'm still gonna take it, because I can replenish my army much better than you. Reinforcements coming in from Bioice on the back, the Death Claws coming down on the Archers, and they're all dying, and the GG well played is called by Atimo. Always out of position. Bioice, he did love the fire elementals, but he switched. He's got a new girlfriend right now, and his new girlfriend is called Adept. That was crazy. I mean, you know, you gotta give credit where credit is due, right? I mean, Bioice played this tremendously. That was so well played. Wow, he's really great at, you know, judging these situations and knowing if he can engage or not and where he needs to go with his army. Such a great RTS star sense by Bioice. I really, really, really enjoyed this game by him. That was so well played. the ring is going to be the map for the next game of the series. Both of these guys seem to be ready except the teams. And they are ready indeed, so we are going to jump right into the game, but not before I update the score. I am going to update the score this time. Bioice 1, Atimo 0. Good luck, have fun is called by both of them, and we are going to jump into the next game of this best of 3 series. And Atimo, he's trailing. He is trailing. If he loses this game, he will be out of the tournament. So close to the money, so close to the prize rank. So a lot is on the line for Atimo in this game. He needs to win 2 in a row, while Bioice can sit a little bit more comfortably on his 1-0 lead. So even if he loses this game, he still has another chance. So very nice for Bioice. But Atimo, he must be really stressed out right now, because so much is on the line for him. Playing from the eastern base once again in the blue color as the Wildlanders, it is Atimo. And from the western base in orange as the Necromas once again building that burial ground right away, it is Bioice. Let me take a quick sip of water while nothing is really happening in this game. Be right back, guys. We are back, so let's see what's going on in this game. Atimo
in everything,
with a couple of warriors and Mika going for that shrine on the top right side of the map. Well, Bioice is actually on the other side of the map already. He's being aggressive over here. He's not really creeping. He's going for the shrines on the other side of the map, seeing if he can maybe do some harassment and interrupt the creeping of Atimo. And a very smart play by Bioice over here, going for the top shrine instead of the bottom shrine, because he knows that it is way more likely that Atimo is at this shrine than on this shrine, because there's 2 dinosaurs over here that you can kill on your way to the shrine, which gives you that extra food income. So it is way more efficient to go to the top shrine than to go to the bottom shrine. Now Bioice is camping in between the base, in between the army and the reinforcements of Atimo, who however has quite a lot of units over here. The defender's advantage really kicking in for Atimo over here, killing a couple of those useless zombies, just cutting his way through them, and Bioice has to retreat. And yeah, I feel like that was not too great by Bioice, because you know, he was trying to make something happen, but it didn't work at all. He didn't make anything happen. He didn't kill a single unit. He did basically nothing, and all that at the cost of not creeping for all this time. So he lost out on quite a bit of food during all of this. Settlement coming down by Atimo once again defensively on the natural berries over here, while Bioice is once again going for that second burial ground. So as last game, Bioice really wants to be aggressive. The difference is that this game Bioice does not have a single shrine, so he has almost no power income except for the just little bit of power income he's getting from the power hungry talent. So there's not going to be any death claws aiding him this time. There might be an ancestor's ability here and there. He's going to have enough power for the first one in just a couple of seconds. But other than that, no power usage for Bioice. So he has to rely purely on his military and purely on his micro. And now Atimo is actually the one aggressive over here, even though he's the one that went for that settlement. So that's very unusual. Normally you would expect him to have a lot less units. Nice attempt at a surround there by Bioice, almost getting a unit for free, but at the end didn't really work out. So yeah, it's not looking too great for Bioice actually. Also completely out of food over here. Is he going to go for a storage pit? He's not going for anything. Okay, he's going for that storage pit now. Oh boy, it's really not looking too hot this time around for Bioice. Building another mausoleum so he can get that supply up.
You have work?
Checking over here, and he will find the third settlement by Atimo. So Bioice might be able to just walk over there and just deny it. The zombies, the ancestors ability coming down, but not really doing anything. He probably should have not wasted it and waited for his units to arrive so he can fight together with it. And now he's going for all the workers of Atimo over here. Killed like 5 already. Also going for the army engagement right now, but half his units are not really doing anything over here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, surely that wasn't too bad for Bioice, because like I said, he killed about 5 workers, is now ahead by 26 to 22. But at the end of the day, he is still sitting at only 1 settlement compared to the 3 now by Atimo, so it will be no problem at all for Atimo to catch up in the workers. Just building 3 at a time, while Bioice can only produce 1. So in just 3 worker cycles, he will be ahead again in workers. Of course, only if he doesn't skip any cycles, which he doesn't seem to be doing at the moment. Just building 3 workers at a time. Also building a tower. Where is he building that tower? Very interesting. Building it in his main base. Atimo learning. He's probably very scared of the adept backstabs by Bioice just coming in and sniping settlements. So Atimo is like, I am just going to build a tower over here. The tower is not going to stop 20 adepts coming in, but it's at least going to buy me some time so I can come back with my army and defend before that settlement goes down. And Bioice now finally has that second settlement. Also a third settlement is somewhere on the map, but where is it? Oh, it's being built top here. So Bioice doing his best to not fall too much behind in this series, or in this game rather. Being very aggressive again with his adepts, trying to find an opening, trying to find something, but yeah, he sees that the army of Bioice, of Atimo is just too big. There's another tower over here on that third settlement. So Atimo really respecting the adept play by Bioice, who's now going to the second tier as well. About 75% done. And once it finishes, you can bet your lovely behind that Bioice is instantly going to start the, well, not instantly because he does not have the resources at the moment, but as soon as he has the resources, he's going to start the Sharpened Bones upgrade for the adepts. Huge engagement at Bioice. Oh my god, he's moving into the army of Atimo over here, and there's just so many archers. Yikes. I'm a little bit scared for Bioice, to be honest. He still does not own a single, well, actually he owns 1 shrine over here, but still his unit composition is just absolutely disastrous against what Atimo has. There's just so many archers over here. It's 12 archers backed up by a big meaty tank line of warriors. Bioice now coming in once again. Ancestor's ability is called down, and once again it looks like Bioice is defending something that he should not be able to defend. But at the end of the day, he is very much behind now. It's 34 workers for Bioice compared to the 48 by Atimo. So his economy is trailing. Really doesn't look too great economy wise for Bioice. He doesn't have the tier 2 upgrade, which Atimo does not have yet. He just started it about 25% done. But on the other hand, the Sharpened Bones upgrade and the Whetstone is on the way. +1 damage to all infantry units and the unit specific upgrade for the adepts. And now, same play as always. Bioice coming in with that huge counterattack, and he might actually get the settlement once again. Holy cow, this guy is relentless with the adepts, coming in, sniping the settlement, and now he needs to, oh boy, like, why is he fighting this? Probably because he thinks the shot wounds upgrade is ready, and maybe that was actually a good decision by Bioice. He's making it happen. He is getting the adepts nerfed. At least that's what he's trying to do. He's just showing off and showing people the strength of the adept play. The game's not over yet. Atimo's still very much ahead in workers. 56 workers to only 34. Coming in with all the workers, fighting. A couple of bowmen sitting in the back trying to dish out as much damage as they possibly can. Atimo just needs to defend this push, I feel like, and he can even afford to lose at least like 15 workers and he will still be fine. But now it's starting to get a little bit, oh boy, that is too many workers. I think Bioice has actually done it. GG, well played, good luck. Next is called by Atimo, and unbelievably Bioice with a clean 2 sweep against Atimo, moving on in this tournament with a very, very creative and innovative adept-only play with a non-stop counterattack, sniping buildings, and the great timing when it comes to engagement is moving on. Wow, that is actually really crazy. Well, it was a complete all-in by Bioice. If you look at the worker graph, Atimo was sitting at 56 workers over here compared to the only 33 or something by Bioice, just making nothing but adept. So it was indeed a complete all-in by Bioice. I think the reaction by Atimo was not the best. If we go into the game, Bioice was coming in with his army from the top, you know, sniping the settlement. Atimo was coming in from the bottom, trying to defend, but Atimo should have realized that he cannot be there in time to defend the settlement, so he should have just let it go, you know, and wait with his army to find a better position to fight, you know. He should have seen that, okay, it is actually lacerating bone adepts. He has the upgrade. He has a lot of them. So I need to be very careful. I already lost the settlement. I don't have the defensive power of the settlement anymore. So I don't have to fight over here. I'm too late anyways. You know, he will just come. He will surround me in the completely open over here. And that will be a very good trade for him. So I'm just gonna, you know, go back. You know, park my army over here, poke in with the archers, try to snipe a couple of adepts while they try to kill more buildings, and when he's coming for me I can go back and fight in this choke over here, so he cannot get the full surround and I have the settlement fighting, you know, something like this. But the way he took this last engagement really wasn't the best, I feel.